Okay. I want to bring to order the Orange Township Board of Zoning Appeals, Thursday, June 16th, 2022. Call roll.
Mr. Oster?
Yes.
Mr. Trebs?
Yes.
Ms. Sundar?
Yes.
Ms. Foster?
Yes.
Ms. Neff?
Yes.
Or you want to do the swearing in?
Yeah. Anyone who intends to testify, please raise your right hand and be sworn in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? State, I do. And when it's your turn to offer your testimony, please state your full name, address, and affirm that you've been sworn in.
I do.
Okay. Looks like we got 2 cases of new business. First one being VA 22-06.
Yep. The first case, variance case, VA-22-06. The applicant is Brian Griffith. The owner is Amy Williams. The site is 5463 Ludington Drive, Lewis Center. The parcel ID number is 318-210-16024-000. It's zoned single family plan residential district. They are seeking an area variance from rezoning case 19680 Meadows at Lewis Center to allow for a pool and patio to encroach into the rear yard setback. The applicant is requesting the pool to encroach in the rear yard setback 2 feet 3 inches into the 35 feet rear yard setback in an area zoned single family plan residential district. All surrounding areas are zoned single family plan residential districts with single family residences. We provided you a zoomed out aerial of the site. And we also provided a zoomed in aerial of the site. During that picture, the house was under construction, but it is completed now. For the staff review, the variance request is rear yard setback. The requirement is 35 feet. The pool will encroach 2 feet 3 inches into the 35 feet rear yard setback. This is roughly a 6% variance request from the rezoning case 19680 Meadows at Lewis Center. Exhibit 1 is a site plan that shows the setback 32 feet 9 inches from the property line. And then Exhibit 2 is a zoomed in of the site plan. It shows more details. And then we provided a site photo from Google Maps. But then today we went out and actually took site photos. They were provided to you on your tables at your seats. The first one's stamped 6/16/2022 at 14:37. Is for this application. There's 4 photos that we provided. The cone is where the pool will be. That'll be the edge of the pool. That's where they're seeking. And we took pictures from 4 different angles to show. And then also we provided, we did receive 1 email from a resident that was questioning about drainage issues, or if there's any other issues that would cause harm to neighboring properties. I did respond to the email and let that resident know that Delaware County is the entity that looks at the drainage for these applications, and when they went through a building permit application, that the county would make sure that the drainage issues were looked at and will not impact neighboring properties. And that is all that I have, and the applicant and the owner are here.
Do any of you wish to come up and speak about your project?
Hello, my name is Brian Griffith. I'm a representative from Easy Living Pools, located at 7500 Industrial Parkway in Plain City, 43064, and I have sworn in the affirmative. Helping the Williams out here with their pool. it's always kind of, you never know what those building setbacks are, if they're for principal structure or for any other thing, but the swimming pool is an accessory structure. So there's just a small sliver that we are requesting for the pool to kind of be in the right spot, and so that we can have at least an adequate enough space. We'd love to have 10 feet off of the house if possible, where possible, but we've done it safely and just fine with 8 feet. So we've tried our best to kind of hug the pool closer to the home in response to those requirements. So just if you have any questions on the rest of it.
Have you tried to reach about the drainage with county or something by any chance? Or
Typically, our policy as a company is any of the drainage easements that are specifically designed in any of the subdivisions that we work in, to us, that's a line in the sand. Those are engineered swales. We do not go into them. We do not adjust grade beyond those. And I have a note on that first page that just kind of describes kind of that policy that we have. It's also kind of a county requirement. So we will use some of the soil that comes from the excavation and transition out to those areas, but where we meet up to a drainage easement, we make sure we're meeting the existing designed grade that's there on site. So we shouldn't have any negative impacts in terms of impacting that waterway in terms of heavy storms like we had the other night. So
thank you.
Any other questions? I would make the motion to approve variance case VA-22-06 as outlined.
Second.
All right, we had a motion made by Mr. Oster to approve variance case VA-22-06, seconded by Ms. Foster. Those voting, Mr. Oster,
Yes.
Mr. Krebs,
Yes.
Ms. Sundar,
Yes.
Mrs. Foster,
Yes.
Ms. Neff.
Yes.
Motion carries.
That's a beautiful patio and pool setup you got going. I'm jealous.
Next year at this time.
Exactly.
Yep. And you don't have to stick around if you don't want to for the next case.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, the next case is variance case VA-22-07. The applicant and owner is Kushal Mehta. The site is 4910 Royal Birkdale, Westerville, Ohio. The parcel ID number is 318-140-15-001-000 and is zoned single family plan residential district. They are seeking an area variance from rezoning case 12-0223 sanctuary at the lakes to allow for a deck to encroach in the rear yard setback. They're requesting that the deck can encroach into the rear yard setback 5 feet into the 35-foot rear yard setback. All surrounding areas are single-family plan residential districts with single-family residences. We provided you a zoomed-out aerial of the site, and then also a zoomed-in aerial of the site. And then for the staff review, the rear yard setback requirement and rezoning case 12-0223 sanctuary at the lakes is 35 feet. The deck will encroach 5 feet into the 35 feet rear yard setback. This is roughly a 14% variance request from rezoning case 12-0223. And then exhibit 1 is the site plan that shows the deck will be 20 feet off the house, so it'll be 30 feet from the property line. And then we provided a zoomed in site plan. And then we at that time provided a site photo from Google Maps of an aerial, and then today we did go out and take some photos for dated 6/16/2022, 14:59. There's 4 photos. The cone represents where the deck will be located. From the house, it comes out close to that window and comes straight out 20 feet is what's proposed. And then we did receive one email from the neighbor that is adjacent to that rear property line. They were asking how close it will be to their house or property line and asking for copies of the plans. I provided them the application with the plans showing them the 30 feet from the property line and did not receive any response from them. So I assume that they were okay with that location. And then also part of the application that was provided, the applicant owner did provide a approval from their HOA for this application. And that applicant owner is here, so if they wish to speak, they can.
Hi, hello, good evening. Hi. Yeah, thank you for giving us opportunity here. So as we are building a deck in our backyard, like
State your name and your address and that you've been sworn in.
Kushal Mehta, address is 4910 Royal Buckdale Drive, Westerville, Ohio 43082. Nice only.
Thank you.
Sorry. So yeah, here so we are building a deck in our backyard and kind of requesting for a 5 foot into the 35 feet rear encroachment into that. And the reason I guess is simply like our house in the back has like fireplace and the dog house, what you call it, like, so we don't have enough space to like have enough room on the deck, so that's why we want to extend it. And we also want to build kind of a pergola on the deck, so if we keep really close, then the sun will kind of throw shade into house. So that's why I just request.
Jeff, does the pergola need separate approval from this, or is
No, because it'll be on top of the
Yeah,
deck. So
Oh, it's on the top
of right.
and
it's going to be footered right with the deck and everything.
okay, thank you. And the person who emailed in, are they behind the house or?
They are. They're the house that is behind.
Okay. Okay. But and you said they didn't email back or anything.
They did not.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
I'll make a motion to approve variance case VA-22-07 as outlined.
Okay.
We have a motion made by Mr. Oster to approve variance case VA-22-07, seconded by Ms. Neff. Those voting, Mr. Oster,
Yes.
Mr. Trebs,
Yes.
Ms. Sandar,
Yes.
Ms. Foster,
Yes.
Ms. Neff.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
That is all that we have on the agenda this evening.
That's what I thought.